Hi, I'm David Lowe, and welcome to Seek Excellence. Today we're going to talk about turning your talent into art, turning your talent, whatever it is, into an art form. Right now, let's start by a quote by Will Smith. I love Will Smith. He said this: "The separation of talent and skill is one of the greatest misunderstood concepts for people who are trying to excel." You see, talent you have naturally, skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. What is he saying? So many people are relying on talent only, right? And you want to develop the skill, which we call art. And the only way you can maximize your talent is by what? Applying it. Let me take you back to my high school days. It always frustrated me in football. I was a little guy and not real quick. I did contribute quite a bit when I did play football and started offense and defense in high school. I did contribute a lot, but you know what I had to do? I exercised all summer, lifted weights, run 5 miles a night. When I came to the two-a-days, I was prepared physically to go. I earned my spot. And guess what? All that preparation was never going to make me a star. Never in a million years. We had players that were so gifted and so talented. They would show up for two-a-days at the beginning of the season, throwing up, out of shape. They've done nothing to prepare, yet during the season, they made the impact in the games. Right? It's kind of frustrating for a guy like me who was maybe a C, for these guys that were A's to come out and really make an impact and not really make much effort. Perhaps you've seen the same thing at school. We have some people naturally smart, they don't study for tests, where we have to study. Right? It's kind of frustrating. Now, here's what I was thinking in those days. I thought if only these guys would have prepared the way I prepared, with their talent, where would they be and where would we be as a team? I thought they were wasting their talent with lack of preparation. Better said, they were relying on their talent only and not really taking personal responsibility for developing that talent into skill and into art. You know what? I see that every day in my job as a sales trainer and a sales coach. I see it all the time. I see naturally gifted people, great work ethic, good with people, naturally gifted people, selling a lot of cars and doing really well, and they lack the skill and the art that they should have. Why? They're making money. They're selling cars. They must be good. Well, they're talented, yes, but are they reaching their full potential? You know what? It's not good enough to make money and outsell or outperform others. What we're seeking when we say seek excellence is to seek our full God-given potential, not measured against somebody else, but to be our what? Our very best, the best that we can be without measuring to others. Are we driving and pursuing our best self? I believe what Will Smith said is true, that there is a separation of talent and skill. And we say it this way on the Excellence Roadmap. We would say this, that first you have to learn the craft, right? You have to develop craft, and you have to practice that craft over and over until action and reactions become instinct, and right, that becomes art. So when we're talking about turning talent into skill, we really talk about turning talent into skillful in an art form where action and reaction become instinct. Isn't that right? I think about this with the band I play in when I'm learning this song on guitar, right? I can play guitar. I'm not a talented musician, if you will. I did what? I wasn't born a musician. I wanted to play, so I sat with a Mel Bay book and taught myself to play. And true, I could play just about anything I want, but I hear a song, we're going to play a song, I hear it, I have to learn it. Doesn't mean I can play it right away. Just because you're a good bass player doesn't mean you can play every song just right after you hear it. You have to learn it, right? Learn the craft, you have to know the notes, then you have to practice the notes, and it's not enough to know what to play, you have to practice them over and over, right, until it becomes art. Till when you're on stage, you don't have to think about what you're playing, you can think about how you're playing and giving your best performance. That's turning a craft into art. Action and reaction become what? Instinct. Now, it only happens one way, like Will Smith said. It said, what did he say? It becomes developed by hours and hours of beating on your craft. There is no shortcut to excellence. Listen to what I'm telling you. Even if you're better than everybody else, it means you're talented. There's no shortcut to excellence. Excellence means pursuing your best self. Quit measuring yourself to others and start measuring yourself to potential and the effort you're making. Now, from the three keys to success we mentioned, the first one is desire and drive, and that's what we should be looking at. Desire and drive is measured in time and energy, isn't it? Are you pursuing your best self? And how, if in time and energy? It's a simple question to ask yourself. Are you as good as you can be? And if you're not, do you want to be better? And if so, what decisions and what actions must you take to pursue your best self? Here's what I'm trying to inspire everyone today. That regardless of where you're at the bottom, the middle, the top of whatever profession or whatever you are pursuing in your life, can you be better, right? And are you pursuing excellence? And are you putting in the time and the energy to be your best self? Thanks for watching Seek Excellence. I'm David Lowe.